Hello and welcome to the POWERBOOST meditation. Today let us experiment with the theme, Silence is highway, thoughts are exits. Silence is highway, thoughts are exits. Just like when we go out on a journey, on a long drive, we always want to identify the highway, which highway we want to take. And from our origin to our destination, generally, throughout the highway, we will find a lot of different exits. And we also want to identify which exit we want to take. If we take a wrong exit, or if we take too many exits, our journey gets delayed. In the same way, meditation is this inner journey where the soul meets the Supreme Soul, journey where the soul experiences the dimension that is invisible, that is beyond this physical dimension. And in order to really make this journey very easy and very fast, let me identify the highway. And the highway is really silence. Silence is the ability of the mind not to think too much. Generally, whenever something happens in the physical dimension, the tendency of the mind is to think about it. We feel that the more we think about it, the more we are able to fix a certain situation. But the reality is, the more I develop the capacity to not think, the capacity to just observe, just be in the moment, allow things to happen, it allows me to be still, it allows me to be silent, and it then allows me to go on my inward journey. So any thought could be around a person, about the sanskars or the impressions, the behavior, the attitude of that person. Thoughts could be around a situation. Thought could be around my possessions. There's so many different thoughts. Every thought is like an exit. And once I take the exit, there may be a lot of traffic there. It might be difficult to take a U-turn and come back onto the highway. It's like I get lost in the detail which is around that exit. So once I realize that all these thoughts are like exits, and I only want to take the exit that takes me to my destination. I don't want to get entangled in a lot of different exits. So these exits are like distractions. And silence is the highway. When we say we drive on a highway, it's rather easy to just be in our lane. We don't have to think too much. And when we don't think too much, it is very easy and very fast. So in the same way, in our inward journey, this ability to not think too much, to stay in the essence, to stay in the moment, not to go into the details of the story, is like this being on the highway. It's good to identify what exits do I generally take. In my journey, inward journey, there will be some exits of the past. There will be some exits of concerns or worries about future. There will be some exits of, thinking critically about somebody. It's like some exit of imagination, some exit of a doubt, some exit of assumption. So all these exits don't allow me to stay on the track. So today let us experiment with very easily being on the highway of silence. And any extra thoughts, let us realize that they are exits and we don't need to go on those exits. So as we sit back and relax, we realize that meditation is this inner journey. This time that I have taken out for myself is the time to embark on this inner journey. And for this inner journey to be very easy and fast, I realize that I just need to be on the highway of silence. Silence comes by just a silent appreciation of life. Just by accepting myself, accepting everyone, accepting life the way it is right now. There is no need for me to think about it. The moment I go into expansion of thoughts, I may get lost in the exit in the story. Let me gently bring my attention, myself, to who I really am. An observer, a voyager, a tiny being of light who is on a journey through time. I, the being, the soul, have been on this journey eternally. This physical costume is just a mask that I, the voyager, take up. I realize that I am on this eternal journey. I realize that the moment I let go of all the thoughts, exits around the story, the journey to my home of silence, the journey to experience the presence of the divine the source, is so simple. I experience embarking on this inner journey through the highway of silence. A silent mind stays in the moment and appreciates every scene that life brings. In this moment, let me disassociate myself with the story, and I come into the light of truth. My home in a second. In silence, I can travel instantly to my home. And here in my home of light, I experience the presence of the divine. I experience the company of the divine. I experience the silence of the divine. There is no need to think about anything else, because nothing belongs to me except the divine. Deep in this experience, the experience of belonging to the one, to only the one and none other. I merge the expansion into the essence. And I stay here in the loving presence of the divine. The silence of the divine makes my mind silent. I begin to experience deep inner silence. I begin to Go deep into the experience of silence. From this silence comes a deep sense of security. This inner knowing that everything is the way it should be. Everyone is the way they should be. I unconditionally accept everything and everyone the way they are. Now, gently, when it is time for me to come back into the story, in a second, the soul, the being of light, enter the story, enter the costume. In this moment, I realize that the inner journey is of a second when I take the highway of silence and avoid the exits of thoughts. Om Shanti.